as Huma are at risk of dropping to the losers bracket. Now, if Huma lose here, they have one more shot tomorrow against Giants in a best-of-5, and the winner of that will be the last remaining team to join the European LCS in summer. Whereas for ROCCAT, they have 3 more chances to re-qualify and have a short break. So Siva, Azia, which means Jhin or Lulu, the ones that we're looking for Huma, which is what they banned last time.
But again, Nidalee is still open. So they might be looking towards that Nidalee first pick. ROCCAT showed in the first game when they had red side, they didn't really care about a first pick Nidalee coming in from Rudy. Might be the same again here, unless they are smelling something and being like, all right, this seems to be the first pick you're aiming for. But at the same time, again, when you first pick that Lulu, there's no Azir to pick up, which is a big one. But there are still Poppy you can take now. With Trundle being banned away, Poppy instantly becomes like the best top laner you have. Take that in your first rotation if they are first picking the Nidalee. Even banning a Fiora, they're definitely going to say, if you don't take Poppy here, we will take it.
Yeah.
That's at least what this is telling me straight away. We saw Splice use Fiora into the Poppy. Obviously not a whole lot happening the first 20 minutes, but then once you get 2-3 items on Fiora, you become a monster and you will start outsplit pushing the Poppy. So I would still say first pick Nidalee if you want to play those standard lanes and try and snowball with a Nidalee pick. But do they trust in Rudy after these 2 games? Again, not blaming it on Rudy, but they might say,
the way the lane swap played out and then the limited impact.
So I'd be like, oh, maybe we have to pick a Poppy here coming in. Obviously, we're not looking at any support picks with everything, and we have the mid lane bans. The Lulu's open, of course. They took it early. Obviously, put a lot of priority on it.
In the previous game, Lulu and Lucian, but it didn't work out at all. 0-3-0.
So I don't like Lulu first, because then ROCCAT is just completely Lissandra into it again and play exactly the same game.
Yep, Godbro fell apart in that previous game, and it will be the Nidalee. So
far, we're right.
Back. All right, so this means
Poppy coming most likely, unless ROCCAT wants to play the Rammus top again. Obviously, we have some of the teams have very different priority on certain picks. Lissandra's here as a potential last pick coming in from ROCCAT later on, or if they want to try and show it as a flex, but it's not really a flex anymore because, first of all, Freddy would never play top, and we also don't see top very often anymore. AD carry picks, Lucian has been contested slightly by the teams, has been taken early on. It is open with 2 AD carry bans, so you can technically go like Lucian Poppy as you lock in.
Nice and
what
safe.
I'm talking about, take the Gragas, man. No, you don't have to, you don't have to, you don't have to. Getting ahead of yourself.
You don't have to do it so early.
You can do Lucian, Poppy here easy and take Gragas next rotation. You don't have to show it.
Deny the safe picks. Take that Lucian away from HolyPhoenix. Now, Corki was banned in game 1. And it was ROCCAT, in fact, that have banned it in game 1 and 2. So now that it's available, actually going to lock that one in. So Betsy's going to have a nice, comfortable laning phase.
I value Poppy higher here, coming in. I do value the Lucian high.
Then Freddy's just going to be comfortable playing Rammus into it.
Probably he will just take that matchup, yes. I just think Poppy is the best top laner available, especially now with Trundle being banned away. But the Lucian takeaway, again, it makes a lot of sense because it is HolyPhoenix's best champion. And in the first game, it pushed him onto an Ezreal where he didn't have an impact at all. So that's why ROCCAT is taking it so early instead of going maybe Corki and Poppy as they could have done. Sounded slightly wrong. But, we'll leave it there. It's a mix of
leave it at that one. Leave it at that one. The inspirational quote with your photo would be a little bit more interesting, I think. A little juicier. So Huma's rotation. Poppy, if you want to deny that from Freddy. Even though Freddy's only played it once before in the past.
Oh, are we taking the Jhin now?
It's not really blind.
And the Poppy. I like the Poppy pick. Jhin, obviously in poke comms, extremely strong. But
what
as a team, you need to understand whenever you are pushing, you need to have control around you because TP flanks are so likely to happen and it destroys the Jhin. Corki has already showed its mid lane, by the way. So ROCCAT with these picks are not really that scary.
But then what does Huma want to run into it? They know what they're going up against in the mid lane. We're about to find out if this is going to be Gragas in the jungle for Airwaks.
It should be. Because now you see the makings of a poke comp. You want hard engage now. Definitely want to lock in the Gragas. Or Sejuani if you're feeling a little bit crazy in the last game.
A little crazy.
But, I mean, just take the Gragas.
I like the Gragas. Gragas Rammus. Get the barrel down. Displace Jhin or anything in front of him. And then just at a Powerball TP, roll all the way to that back line.
That's the thing. You're going to have TP flanks. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
If Huma overextends without respecting where the wards are and where the TP flank is going to happen, it's going to hurt. They could pick a Morgana if they want to protect the backline against Rammus. Morgana is one of these counter picks into Rammus for these fights.
Look at Kaas. A little bit stressed there. I like the Alistar takeaway as well. Gonna force Kaas into the Brawl, most likely.
Could also go Janna. I feel like you need some sort of disengage here. If you want to play this poke comp, you need disengage against the Rammus, and as we expect, the Gragas coming. So I'm looking at Janna or Morgana as one of the 2 picks for them. And then mid lane, I mean, for Godbro, we have seen a Xerath today, but it's going to be blind picked. Actually, it's not because Corki's picked already. I'm lying to everyone, so it's not going to be blind picked.
We're doing real well this lane.
We are.
We're doing real well.
It's been a long day.
So, Twisted Fate.
Bard.
Really? So it's not the disengage that we were expecting.
So now we're running a pick comp instead of the poke comp they were setting up.
Okay, so this is a snipe comp, is what we'll call it.
I mean, you have obviously pick potential of the tier with the global. Bard ulti coming in as well, fantastic in these pick compositions. And then the long range extra CC coming in from a Jhin into his ulti. So in theory, it's a lot of damage, but I'm looking at a comp again that are very difficult to execute for a team who struggled in this series here. So, like, you look at what ROCCAT is running, it's so simple almost in many ways. Like, it couldn't be more simple when you have a Rammus top. Because that ward,
Rammus do?
Click TP on that ward, powerball in, and click taunt on someone. Like, it's very simple setups. We expect the Gragas to come as well, which Airwaks has shown he's playing well.
And works incredibly well into Jhin. And anything standing in front of him, or if anyone jumps onto him with the Destiny gank. So, fairly simple.
I do think there are some good options from Huma here.
Okay.
With this composition. I mean, as you know, I love the Poppy here. Nidalee obviously is going to win that 1v1 against the Gragas. If you're getting these standard lanes, Jhin and Bard will
I was going to say,
absolutely destroy.
Don't ROCCAT want to lane swap.
Oh, ROCCAT really want to lane swap here. So badly. But the problem is, they mind gamed them in the last game. So our Huma is saying, okay, let's go top now. Surely they're going to lane swap top. If Huma gets 2v2, their composition will really start shining. Fantastic Jhin Bard lane coming in. Again, you want that Nidalee to have the one-on-one against Gragas. Can they get standard lanes?
This could be the last game of the day as the coaches hug and walk off stage. ROCCAT are 1 victory away from reclaiming their LCS spot. And for Huma, it's a long ride. They need to start the reverse sweep. They need to channel their inner Cloud9 and pull some magic out of the hat. Maybe it will start with standard lanes.
I mean, that would be a good first step.
And then the next step is to have Rudy have a good impact on Nidalee. And then it is to have Godbro, Destiny.
I mean, first of all, HolyPhoenix and suis Kaas has to win the 2v2.
Yeah.
You know, pressure that tower here. Set up ganks also later on with the Twisted Fate super easily. And just invade on the enemy jungle.
All right, let's find out if any of those things can happen, as the only flag lit is ROCCAT's, and they've really been the team that has shined, done well this series.
I like it.
Yep. Group up from Huma. So are they going to go for a deep jungle push?
Are they going for the Bard cheese where you start portal coming in? No, he hasn't skilled anything yet. Where you move in towards the bot tower and then you Bard magical journey over the wall into the tri-bush.
It's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
Look at Bard. Look at Bard.
Oh, there it is.
They're going to do it.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen. We've seen this before a few times. Then now you jump into the tri-bush. Hasn't seen anything.
Oh, it's going to be
Hasn't seen anything.
Toggle the vision. Yes.
You want to know the absolute worst part is if ROCCAT decides to lane swap now, no one is going to check that bush right now, and it's really going to suck. But ROCCAT, Tabzz. He's also taking a safe route. He's not going to die now.
We don't know where Huma is. Oh, there we go.
They walked out.
Huma's just walked into a ward. They've all been spotted.
And now, this sucks, because Bard normally has a fantastic level 1 with Q, and a fairly mad level 2 because he picks heal normally. Now you have a Bard with magical journey level 1. So he has 0 impact because he tried to pull off the cheese. They were not staying around long enough. Also wanted to get into the lanes. So they will, however, get 2v2 lanes, but it's, again, not with their Bard with Q. Now it's a magical journey Bard.
So a little bit of difficulties then.
You lost a lot of that early pressure you were going to have. The first few levels. I also talked to Crepo about this play. He actually doesn't like it because of, again, the fact also you start magical journey here. And if you don't pull off that 1 kill you're going to get for it, obviously it gives you nothing.
Big risk.
So they know
no
now.
Payoff.
Actually, did they even see part of the Magic Journey? Because they saw him walk out.
You have to make assumptions.
Yeah, they saw him walk out, so they know he started a Magic Journey.
And also Tabzz was... Tabzz actually placed the ward as the Magical Journey went on. So you can assume through seeing everybody
if I see them walk out, they knew obviously that it happened. But still, Jhin is a fantastic laner. Definitely one of his strongest points. Lane and then full late game where he crits you for 2,000 with the last hit on the ulti.
Yeah.
It starts to hurt.
And Whisper gets those shots down. HolyPhoenix and Kaas going to look to dominate some control. So for the first time, we're going to get standard lanes. It's not quite as good as Huma could have hoped for. Oh, decent there as Tabzz gets chunked by Cosmic Binding. Follow-up from HolyPhoenix, but defensive play from Noxiak. I think he's already put a point into that triumphant roar. Yes, he has.
I'm surprised Noxiak is running Ignite here. You're not really looking to...
It's kind of been the name of the day, hasn't it?
It has,
the board's running Ignite. And
I mean, trying to all in the board Jhin lane. Risk plays, possibly from Noxiak. He's a very aggressive support. It's one thing he highlighted about himself when he actually joined the LCS. He showed it, and I guess one of the reasons he maybe didn't fit Fnatic.
Yeah, different style of play. But it seems to be working out with Tabzz. They've been doing okay. Been doing better than Tabzz and Extinct, that's for sure.
Yeah, poor Extinct.
I mean, it's a little unfair.
Oh, you're a sub. You want to play support now? You've probably never played it before. Yeah, here you go. He's LCS. Play support.
Yep, good luck. And of course, Tabzz starting to shine a little bit more. He's going to have slightly more of a utility role this time around with that Lucian. Oh, take that back rather. He's been tagged. To play cleanup is what I should have said, with the Gragas, Rammus, Alistar front line. Again, only 2 damage sources from ROCCAT, which is something you've come to expect from them a lot.
Oh yeah, Freddy is mainly a tank player. Another thing about this Corki early pick coming in from Betsy, obviously when you play against a Nidalee, you want to have your mid lane in control, so he's the man pushing, making it harder for Nidalee to invade in, because there's a chance you just sneak in behind her and you 2v1 kill her. Corki does offer that, extremely strong and just pushing over and over. TF tends to have to push it like level 1 with red card, but then he has to kind of surrender it over to Corki after a few more levels, and that's what we're seeing in this mid lane. So it will make it a little bit more difficult for Rudy, but he still should have an impact to pressure this Gragas. Top lane, we're going to see this over and over. It is literally just, yo, you want to get close to CS? Here's a grenade in your face, here's a barbecue in your face. And you have to all in if you are a ROCCAT in this case, but you can't, because the enemy jungler could be nearby and then you die, and also enemy TP.
Enemy jungler is nearby. Rudy's hanging out in the bushes just behind ROCCAT. Gonna show, pulling the minion wave. Teleport has also come in from Werlyb. It's a giant party in the top lane. There's no teleport available for Freddy, so this will be a 4-on-2. Tabzz is pinned against the wall, pinned down by Deadly Flourish. First blood picked up by Rudy, and the headbutt actually pushes Werlyb to safety. A pounce forward from Rudy. He's not done yet. Double kill for Nidalee. Standard lanes worked out for Huma.
Yeah, working out so far, and also again the double TP. Just teleport in, have your jungler there in case something goes wrong. You have another TP you can use from the Twisted Fate. I really feel like Noxiak right here should just kind of surrender and die, not try and flash away. He had barely any mana. I think he actually tried to flash combo, possibly onto Werlyb, and then knock him into tower, but he ran out of mana doing it. So like he hasn't used Q just yet. Ends up in the end. His AD carry dies. He flashes and he actually headbutts him away. No mana left, and he also goes down. He's using both summoners.
Well,
and
double kill. Yep.
I mean, we talk about 2v2 Jhin party. Fantastic. Absolutely one of the strongest you can even pick against an Alistar lane.
So disappointed, Deficio.
Well, I'm happy to see Huma gets the standard lanes, because we will get a much closer game now compared to before. And we talked about this in Pick and Ban Phase, how important those lanes were for them.
Well,
and they guessed right, you know, they swapped to top lane.
That's it. Forced the prediction, despite the gambit of the Magical Journey not paying off. Regardless, Huma have got themselves a lead very early on. They've got a strong CS advantage for HolyPhoenix and 2 assists. BF Sword versus double long sword, so that's really going to hurt. In the lane matchup, that was already incredibly difficult. Let's say that one. Of course, teleport was used by Werlyb, but he got himself some assists, so he will go down to match Freddy, and we actually caught a glimpse of Godbro teleporting middle.
Now, there are ways out of matchups like these. It involves swapping out of the lane. So in this case, when the lane's actually
running away.
Yeah, running away is basically the solution. So when you are pushing down here, you can recall and then go bot lane and start pushing in that lane to the for the tier 1 tower, and you are slightly ahead in the play, and you try and trade towers instead of sitting in a losing matchup where you're gonna keep falling behind in CS and you most likely will get dove one more time up in that top lane, and there's really nothing you can do. So that is an option for ROCCAT if they want to swap out of it, because now Godbro's gonna gank.
Godbro is going to gank, flashes for the gold card, does an instant flash in reply. Tabzz will be going down. One auto attack from Godbro. Noxiak is the next target. Gold card stuns him under the wall. Huma decides to chase, and it's Holyphoenix on the board.
I hate to say it, but again, ROCCAT had the chance here. The lane was pushing down, recall, surrender some of that TS, and just go bot lane. Staying top is suicide. TPs are gonna happen either from Twisted Fate, from Werlyb. Rudy comes in and you set up another dive one more time, or you just chunk them on the tower. Because when you're CSing on the tower, there's such a high chance you're close to either a wall or the tower. Binding lands from the Bard into W snare from Jhin, and then we hit the point where he just pops ulti. And you're basically forced out of the lane. And it's gonna happen over and over. They're gonna return top. I actually think Huma now is expecting them to go bot lane. That's why they're swapping bot. And then Tabzz and Noxiak is gonna show up top again and be like, alright guys, we died twice, one more time, you know. Third time is the charm. We have to be able to do something here. And now, oh,
oopsie.
They saw them and they actually ran all the way top now. So they will go back to the standard lanes. Now ROCCAT needs to push it out on recall and just go bot lane. Because they know they're running top now. Just push this lane hard, recall and go bot.
Let's see if they decide to do that. Tabzz and Noxiak pushing up into lane. Airwaks continues to spend time around Betsy's lane. We saw him clear out our pink ward a moment ago. Still lingering as he's got access to that explosive cask. And the recalls are coming out from Tabzz and Noxiak. Godbro,
he actually dropped it.
Gold card not pulled. Godbro bounced backwards and Betsy should pick up an easy kill. Flash body slam, or body slam flash. Didn't see the exact order, probably the second one. Airwaks gets an easy kill.
So Tabzz is trying to do it. He's trying to recall. You can even see Noxiak actually went towards the bottom lane. Tabzz got interrupted twice now, so where you would have a tempo advantage on swapping top first or pushing out, nullified because they were recalling in the bush where the bot could check it. And in the end, they still get the swap. It's very delayed now.
Yep.
And now they're behind in the push. So by Tabzz recalling very greedily, very obvious spot almost, it actually cost him a lot. And now Freddy, welcome to the top lane. Here we are going to dive you.
There is no minion wave just yet. Werlyb still may not care. Throws in the buckler. Steadfast presence is down. A very, very easy kill. These three members of Huma just Goomba stomp Freddy.
You never want to go to this top lane.
Don't do it. It's very scary.
It's so obvious what's going to happen. And again, this comes down to the recalls. Obviously failed from Tabzz because he got pushed off by Bard and he's now bot side. But he's now so slow, so he actually has to push in this wave. Yeah. Recall again, and now go top lane. So we're gonna play this game where Tabzz and Noxiak is trying to run away.
Yeah.
They just did it way too late as well. So they actually ended up losing a lot of kills. I guess luckily Jhin has only picked up one, but still. We look at small things here, boys.
1,300 gold.
Ah, they're recalling again.
A BF sword in gold difference between HolyPhoenix and Tabzz.
And they're stopping again because they again recalled in the middle of the lane or in the bush nearby, and the Bard is coming to interrupt.
So this is either lack of focus, lack of respect maybe from ROCCAT side. They got that 2v2. Kind of have straight up been outplayed. Huma's got a 3,000 gold lead at 10 minutes. Kaas and HolyPhoenix got 100% kill participation.
That's pretty good. That is very good.
That is very good.
Yeah, I mean, it also showed where Huma is identifying their strong lane. Not very difficult when you have a Jhin Bard lane in 2v2. It becomes pretty obvious. Rudy decides to jump a little bit further with the help of Airwaks and a flash.
Betsy had just used the Valkyrie or the package. There's a lot of people coming down. Tempered Fate won't find Airwaks. Red card actually pulled by Godbro. Curtain Call will connect with 2 shots, and that will seal Airwaks' fate. The final shot follows through onto Betsy for a lot of damage, but not enough for the kill. 6-1 for Huma.
Very well played here. Huma using that pick comp we talked about. It looked like a poke comp with Nidalee Jhin, changing with TF and Bard coming in the end. And when you're all winning the lane so hard, you can start roaming a lot, especially as a Bard. It's where he's the strongest. And then they get thrown down the tower.
Freddy gets one. Looks for more. Onto Rudy. The tower takes him down. Oh, fear the waddle. It's not done yet. Freddy's powerballing forward. Godbro throws out the gold card as well as the wild cards. That will save his life. But ROCCAT find themselves 2 kills and maybe a tower? This game is just getting a little bit wacky now as ROCCAT will even out the tower kill.
The first play was really good by Huma. You know, move into the mid lane because you already shoved out the bottom lane. You know there's no response from ROCCAT's Alistar and Lucian. Set up that pick with Bard. Great setup onto Airwaks. Then you maybe Magical Journey a little bit too aggressive in behind and
oh, this is going to hurt. There is so much more damage for HolyPhoenix. I don't think Airwaks wants this fight. He definitely doesn't anymore. Whisper fires one more shot. Gold card will be securing the kill for Godbro and Airwaks.
Yeah, I think Airwaks was waiting for Tabzz to come down. He ran through the river. So this is a great pick. Okay, ulti misses from Kaas, but they get the body slam out. TP in, and this is what you can do with this comp. Very long range pick potential as well. Bot ultis, TP ports, of course the Jhin W and his ulti. Then they're definitely not expecting a Rammus to show up.
Nobody expects the flash taunt.
They're definitely not respecting Rammus. Respecting or expecting, both of them counts here. And Rudy also actually protecting tower, getting the damage with the W onto him. We'll get mid tower though. Huma is in a very strong position.
Important to track. Flashing cleanse was used while we were in that replay, so Betsy may have been caught by a gold card or similar. I didn't quite see what. Regardless, ROCCAT lose their outer turret, and yes, they've got a few kills. Yes, they've punished Huma maybe being a tad over-aggressive.
Oh, they've been playing well with it.
Sure. But Huma still significantly further ahead than ROCCAT, and if Huma can maintain this lead with the pick comp and the double TPs, he could be looking in for a series.
I mean, Corki's one of these picks where if he's not able to group up with his team and use his big power spikes to kind of pressure down on turrets and team fights, he doesn't really offer that much, because if you put him side lane, the same issue we've seen earlier against the TP, Twisted Fate also an ulti. So like there are many ways for him to just push out lane really quickly and then leave the lane and set up these plays. And you always, like the worst part of when you're playing against a Bard Jhin TF comp is that you're never safe almost anywhere, because the range is so insane where suddenly TF just ports in, W from Jhin follows, or random bot ulti just flying in out of nowhere. If you have no flash, you have no way of dashing out of it, you will get hit by it, and then you know the follow-up is coming. It's a very fun comp from Huma, and question if they could execute it in the pick and ban phase. By getting standard lanes, it became a lot easier. They obviously relied a lot on it because they have been losing lane swap, and now they have been playing really well.
And a lot of credit to the players. After losing 2 games as convincingly as Huma did, they bounced back, they took a risk with some of those earlier dives, but executed it incredibly well.
Right, and honestly, yeah, it looks a bit risky, but in many ways very safe.
Because of the matchups.
Because of the matchups, like you're that much stronger, and whenever you're sitting and trying to defend on a tower against a dive against a Poppy and Bard, you literally cannot avoid getting knocked into a wall, either by obviously Bard landing his stun onto you, connecting with the wall, or just Poppy charging straight into the wall with you. So defending against those dives were near impossible, because there were also TP mid. In case ROCCAT tried to fight it, TP would happen from Godbro. And just a lot of ways for Huma to pressure these 2v2 lanes, and I like the fact we're seeing the dives early on, because that's the way you really snowball. You dive these towers. Betsy is in trouble.
Teleport comes out from Freddy though. Destiny will follow Betsy. Good frost bomb in reply. Betsy stays alive for a few seconds longer. 100 HP. Oh, the last auto. I don't know if that managed to get a crit or not, but it didn't matter. Betsy and Airwaks double team and find 2 quick kills for ROCCAT. Oh, it's not over yet. Werlyb's now in trouble.
The Jungler's doing Dragon.
Rudy's doing Dragon. That's what you do. Werlyb's going to be taken down. Will be run out. Tabzz looks to move forward. We'll get a nice double tap from the Light Slinger.
Forward.
Yep, that's the way it goes, Deficio. I was going to say, at 15 minutes, Huma had themselves over 4,000 gold in the lead. That is now shrunk. And when Huma have had more than a 500 gold lead at 15 minutes, they're 7-0.
But like, look right here. Setup is good at first. Bard comes in. I like this. But Nidalee's on Dragon. So like, why are you chasing for kills if your jungler is securing a free Dragon for you? Werlyb comes in behind, gets knocked away. Betsy actually ends up getting that last crit onto him and pick up the kill. And obviously now you can't fight because your jungler is still on Dragon. Strange decision. Huma maybe getting a little bit ahead of themselves, doing so well picking people off. Freddy is flashing away, then getting knocked away as well from Werlyb, but he's slowed down.
He's going to continue running. Airwaks has come in. There's no cost to send people away. Freddy's run out of mana. Rudy pounces forward once more, but will not chase further. And ROCCAT, look, they're picking scrappy fights and punishing Huma's over-aggression. Huma dove mid lane, gave up 2 kills. Huma split up in the jungle, give ROCCAT 3 kills. Huma need to just slow down, maintain their lead in a more controlled fashion.
Especially because you have so many ways of almost 100% guaranteeing the kill when you are going for these picks, as long as you coordinate it properly between Jhin, TF, and Bard. Obviously, no surprise in terms of overall builds. Funny enough, we see Iceborne Gauntlet and Sunfire Pop being like almost every game.
Pretty common.
Ever. I mean,
I'm seeing it a lot
I
these
feel
days.
like we've seen it before almost
and I'm seeing it a lot
every time.
internationally as well, right?
Oh yeah, no, internationally everyone is doing it. It's very common, especially in matchups like these.
Deficio. Huma now have to slow down this game.
Well, that's a weird thing, right? Technically, they don't have to slow it down, but mentally they have to slow it down because they've been kind of rushing forward now and playing too aggressive. But in terms of how they want to play as this comp, they definitely want to keep the pressure going.
And that's what it goes back to in picks and bans. The challenge of playing this pick comp with all these globals, you have to coordinate. You all have to be on the same page as a team. And Huma need to make sure they pick the right targets. All right, this is going to get complicated. Teleport and Destiny is available for Godbro. ROCCAT are grouping up down bottom. And Noxiak is running some interference in the kill. Godbro's gone. We might see that build up as he bit off more than he can chew. This is going to allow ROCCAT to take a tower.
Yeah.
Well, once the next minion wave gets here, if they stick around.
Might get something on Airwaks here. No, dashing out. I mean, Huma's comp in many ways is a bit like, you know, high heels for women because...
High heels?
Yeah, because it looks fancy, it looks very nice if you're able to walk properly with them. But if you start, like, walking wrong, you know, you kind of tip over a little bit, it looks very silly. And that's kind of what's happening here for Huma in this case. After it actually started out well, it looked good down the catwalk, and then they just tripped and kind of fell down with the face first. And now it just looks a little bit funny, because now they're just giving up kills left and right.
Tripping on the high heels, and Huma are now behind in gold. They've lost their 4th tower of the game. ROCCAT have managed to punish Huma's over-aggression or their lack of balance on these high heels.
Yeah, because you can't run with them.
You can't run.
You can't go too fast, because then you are... Well, I guess in movies you can technically run with them.
Especially if you watch the latest Jurassic Park. You can even run away from T-Rexes in high heels.
Yeah, very realistic movie. And
they did going to punish Tabzz. Tabzz was just trying to farm out that middle lane. Just a little over-aggressive. Destiny was used by Godbro, as well as that flash, and this gives Huma a 5-man stack in the middle lane. You're not going down quietly, but the wave clear from ROCCAT is pretty good. Cleared out at least some of those minions. Noxiak has found a 3-man knockup, but maybe he doesn't want that fight. Unbreakable Will's been channeled. Tempered Fate holds 2 members of ROCCAT, and continue to get rooted down. Curtain Call will fire off a few shots. 2 out of 3 will connect with their targets, but the giant one does not.
But this is how beautiful it can look. I mean, Huma here to get the pick onto Tabzz and start grouping up mid lane. Okay, they didn't get any more kills, but the setup engage happens from ROCCAT. Great ulti then from Bard to lock down the carries in the back line, and then you start setting up the snipes from Jhin. End up getting a tower for it, so Huma is still slightly ahead in gold, but instead of them snowballing out of control, it has now become a very even game. With all the mistakes they just made the last 5 minutes, this setup here, I liked it though. Taking it slowly.
Yeah.
Also helps when you get the 1 kill on the AD carry first.
Use those abilities to siege and take the objectives. Equally as important. Right, no flashes on Godbro or HolyPhoenix, so if they get run down by a teleport Freddy, there is some threat. Freddy's playing the side lane, Betsy's up in top. Seems to be the name of this, the whole series for ROCCAT, regardless of what comp they're playing or
problem is now
ahead or behind.
Trying to 1-3-1 for ROCCAT in this case, it's going to be very difficult.
Challenging, all the globals.
Again, with all the globals, and it's actually a good way of losing the game in many ways, because you will get caught out very quickly. Godbro is trying to set a small trap, but it is Freddy show. Not exactly the man you're looking to trap.
Godbro is just going to keep playing wave clear duty. He's got both his ultimate and TP. Level 12 to Betsy's level 14. Big difference there between the 2 mid laners is Godbro spends so much time playing those side lanes looking for ganks.
For now it's good, you know, pushing down this, but you're just almost waiting for that pick-off to happen where Bard moves into the jungle and ults towards the Corki, forces the Valk, and then maybe TFOs or something like this. You start it, you get the Valk out of the way, and then you engage on him. Because ROCCAT really wants to group up as a team. When you're playing against globals, you want to fight on a 5v5. Because then the globals obviously has very little effect. TF ulti in a team fight. Maybe Messiah, jump in, stun, and that's about it.
No hourglass yet.
So that's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Going for Machine next, so Lichbane third item coming. And now the ulti's been popping, this is what we talked about. Now you go to that side lane.
Betsy will have the support of Airwaks to buy some additional time, and the hammer boots Freddy away after the teleport completes. Curtain call instantly needs to be cancelled as the angle of the fight changes. Werlyb is being chunked out by Culling, and 3 members of Huma are knocked into the air by Noxiak. The Tempered Fate will delay ROCCAT taking more, and there's a team fight win, 2-0.
So Huma again had the right idea here, and like, okay, they're playing 1-3-1, go aggressive on Betsy, no TP for him. He didn't even have to use the cleanse. We have to see that start again. Stopping recalls has been something Kaas has done like 500 times this game. I want to see the start of that fight though, because Betsy ended up actually flashing over, then Valk over after, I believe. So they engaged over and he just flashes instantly, and because Airwaks shows up behind Rudy, Betsy stays alive and gets that 1 kill, and now it actually falls apart for Huma. It was the correct call. Just slightly out of position because Bard comes in very late. HolyPhoenix wasn't there even to add any long-range damage. Like, the coordination should have been a lot better, because once they go on Betsy and he flashes over, the ulti comes in from Jhin. The Bard is already there, ready to put pressure together with the Nidalee. Instead, it was kind of like 1 by 1 by 1 by 1, so Betsy stayed alive. And when you have these many globals and such a long-range composition, you have to be first at these fights here. You can't just let the other team group in time, because then you lose the fight.
Exactly what Huma did. ROCCAT maintain a 1,000 gold lead, will lose access to the Dragon. That's the second one of the game picked up for Huma, so tower pushing is made slightly easier. ROCCAT continue to play the pressure game. 3 members middle, no TP on Freddy, doesn't care, he's still moving down bottom. And Betsy's regrouping with the rest of the team. Huma still have both teleports available. May not need it if Airwaks is going to gift something over. It's rooted in place by Deadly Flourish. Tempered Fate will lock up Noxiak and Tabzz. Noxiak will have Unbreakable Wall in just a few seconds. Can he survive long enough to pop it? And the answer is no. On the back line, Werlyb will hold Tabzz in place. He gets dropped. And now all of a sudden, ROCCAT are in trouble, not respecting the global pressure. Cleanse used by Betsy as he's trying to run away. Iceborne Gauntlet keeps him in place. Gold card secured, and Huma, they can turn for Baron.
So Freddy is pushing on the bottom side. He will get a tower, but Baron is open for Huma, and this is exactly what was supposed to happen just before when they went on Betsy on the top side. ROCCAT not respecting these globals, trying to play 1-3-1 against them. So risky. This time the engage happened. Airwaks is here to try and steal it. Has Smite ready. No flash as the party time over. Might just end up dying before it is even possible. Also, Godbro stopped down bottom side. And again, I feel like we call this for ROCCAT. Like, you're playing 1-3-1 against so many globals, so much range. This time Huma managed to execute the play. 4 kills in the end, I believe, with Airwaks is going down. And the Baron, and suddenly they're back in the lead.
You have to question Airwaks' pathing. And body slamming towards the turret made it so easy for game to lock down.
Missed his ulti as well. Like, still, like, even just being there in the first place, like, one thing is as a team you can always say, oh, did we make some mechanical misplays? That's never even the most important thing. It's always like, why were we here in the first place?
Knowing both teleports were still available.
Right, like, what is our goal here? Are we gonna try and, like, look at this? So, they're 4-man here now. Freddy on bottom side. Ulti comes in, and now they're split up completely. Betsy is extremely far away from the team. They're like, okay, I can't really do anything, and even in the first place, they actually couldn't do anything here on this tower. Like, that was just an extremely greedy play no matter what. And they end up getting caught out. So, like, that was the first mistake. Like, why are we here? At this tower, this far pushed up, kind of split up. You know, Betsy was in towards the jungle on the side, and they couldn't really commit for anything. And Huma ends up getting everything.
Yeah, 4th kill will follow shortly as Airwaks instantly becomes the focus of Kaas. Using that Ignite to help him secure the kill. Game changing.
Like, Freddy is not TP either.
No.
So you're playing a split push game, trying to commit for tower, you don't have to, and then you get caught out by, as we saw, Jhin, Bard, TF, whatever it is.
So, teleport was used by Werlyb to make all of that happen. It means Godbro is now holding onto his summoner spell plus Destiny. Rudy trying to shoot the fish in the barrel, throwing out those javelin tosses, clearing out the minion waves, and Betsy's doing a relatively good job of clearing this wave for now. Tower hasn't been hit, as HolyPhoenix is focusing on last hitting. He's got Infinity Edge Rapid Fire Cannon and the Essence Reaver completed already. Does not have 100% kill participation, so that's not good. But They'll be able to guide these minions into the tower in a second or two. Godbro's pushing in the top lane. That's not a real surprise with all the global pressure he has.
Sure. I mean, you just want to, you push back. There's nothing Rammus can do other than TP engage now. It almost has to happen from ROCCAT to stop this push.
Right,
but there's no ward near, but there's a ward here actually on the left you can TP to, but it would be out in the open, and then Bard can probably just Q him, knock him into the tower, and the TP's kind of stopped.
Let's see if
Now they faded out as well.
Huma are going to be willing to just use a Tempered Fate to take a tower. Or do they want more? They've got 20 seconds left.
Bot tower now.
20 seconds left on Baron, plus 2,400 gold during the course of this power play over ROCCAT. And no trigger's been pulled yet. Huma playing really quite respectful, quite slow with this. They tried to make a play onto Noxiak a few seconds ago, and then peeled back.
When you have a Jhin, you don't want to risk walking in to hit the tower and then like flash Q from Alistar straight onto you and you lose the fight. Airwaks trying to stop it. Noxiak forced hold, and there's the flash Q.
Tower is still alive. Werlyb's in trouble. Tempered Fate will stop the damage dealers and buy enough time for Werlyb to escape. That's HolyPhoenix caught out, summon a heal, and flash has been used. That was exactly what Huma did not want. ROCCAT, not only do they defend the tower, they pick up a kill on HolyPhoenix.
That's always the risk, again, with Jhin. You have no dashes. So flash engages from Gragas, from Alistar, it's going to kill, even from Rammus. You're going to have QSS soon, but they will get onto you and kill. That's why, again, they didn't want to commit fully for the tower, just knowing, okay, there's a chance of this engage. It's the only way for ROCCAT to engage. First, he has to flash the Alistar Q, which is fine, but then, you know, we keep fighting. HolyPhoenix is pretty far forward here. Airwaks sees it, boom, go for him straight away, gets the kill for him, stops now the push from Huma, and this will happen over and over and over, and this is why, again, Huma's come. It's more about picking people off than straight up sieging on towers. You want to pick them off here, you want to catch one guy, kill him, and then you move to tower, so you don't have to worry about this engage from ROCCAT, because they have a very, very strong team fighting composition. Alistar, Gragas, as we just highlighted, will get to that backline. TF is the same. You want to get in and gold card that tower, boom, engage onto you.
Huma have got access to all of their globals, exception of the Destiny, and they can still play the map. They have the lead, and they've been in control.
Still, no QSS, obviously no cleanse from the TF against the Rammus. We are a bit like with the ROCCAT 1-3 running before, where it might not go wrong, but there's a very high chance it will, and then you get punished big time. One TP in from Freddy, and he gets onto either Godbro or HolyPhoenix and taunts them, they die. Instantly. There's nothing to save them right here. There's no Mikhails either. That CC chain has to happen from ROCCAT. You even have flash available now on the Rammus. So next team fight should be ROCCAT to win. By flashing on to HolyPhoenix and just kill him instantly one more time.
Alright, Airwaks, Freddy, Noxiak, you have your objective. There's a ward behind the Dragon Pit being cleared out by Godbro.
One at red buff as well.
And just behind the red buff. Powerball is available for Freddy if he decides to TP in. Dragon's going down. 1,000 hit points left. Airwaks should be able to smite this, and he does. There is no contest. ROCCAT did not pull the trigger.
I think there were multiple times here where ROCCAT, even though they got the Dragon and Huma respected the TP, but actually could have gone for it when there is no flash and no cleanse or no QSS from Jhin, and you take that team fight. Because now you're still behind in gold, and we're still looking for Huma to set up more of these picks here into another Baron. I felt like there you just went for it. There was the ward at red buff just before. TP, instant engage with Gragas as well with the Alistar. Okay, no flashes obviously from Airwaks and Noxiak, but still, in my opinion, a bit of a missed opportunity. Got a free dragon. Not a free dragon, got a dragon. But now we're just back playing the same game from Huma, where map is reset. Double TP are available here, and Baron is going to be the next objective.
Alright, Godbro used his Destiny to get up to the top lane, push the wave in. Not the greatest vision really from either team, but a whole lot of wards.
Because we need our Dorans
from
and
Rudy.
everything.
Yeah, we do. All the time.
Both teams obviously are doing the same.
Let's see if Huma are going to play around this Baron. They were gifted their first Baron of the game by punishing ROCCAT's overextension. ROCCAT have been playing a little more defensive, but that's because they've had to. Huma has pushed ROCCAT into ROCCAT's territory. Kaas is looking for a Cosmic Binding. Or he's threatening one.
Yeah, you want to land that slow and then follow up with the Jhin W. That's like your first, or one of the possible setups you do have. Obviously, a bit risky. You can flash on the Bard if it is.
Aggressive front forward play. Rudy, Kaas, Werlyb chasing ROCCAT backwards.
But Huma right now is playing 5v5. They shouldn't do this. They are the ones who can play the side lanes with double TP. If you go 5-man here, you open up for ROCCAT to hard engage onto you with the Rammus, with the Gragas, all this insane engage that you have to kill your carries. There's still no flash in HolyPhoenix. Play the side lane game instead. It's a lot safer for you.
Curtain Call will fire off a few bullets into the sieging ROCCAT. HolyPhoenix, will he commit for the fourth? Yes, he does. Good hit onto Noxiak. One of the engage potential has been lowered, if not removed entirely.
If your side lanes are pushing down to you now, you can't really push forward that much. You will end up surrendering some of the Baron control, which means absolutely nothing because the teams have no pink wards. So it's like you walk in and put down one ward and you're like, guys, I guess we own it now. But you don't really deny inhibition. Kaas?
Oh, so much damage onto Kaas. Werlyb has connected onto Betsy though. Airwaks is coming in from the back. Freddy's forcing the teleport, will arrive into the fight. Manages to find a taunt onto Rudy. Freddy's taking a big chunk of damage as Airwaks bounces Godbro and HolyPhoenix into the hands of ROCCAT.
Godbro flashed on the Rammus. He flashed in to stun Freddy alone, and as we talked about, Huma are not looking to just straight up 5-on-5 team fight. The come from ROCCAT, it's all it can do. It cannot split push. It can literally only team fight. And Huma decided we don't want to play side lanes. Godbro's only here to clear the wave. Kaas is playing aggressive, ends up getting chunked out. And look at the fight start here. So Werlyb is all alone. Ulti comes in from Bard, only hits the 2 tanks. And then look at Godbro here. Flashing onto Freddy. You're never going to kill him in a million years. And now you're the target. Another great engage from Airwaks on this Gragas. This guy has been playing so well on Gragas in all 3 games. Baron is started.
Teleports are available, but Werlyb is not even going to use it. He's going to be sitting on the front line immediately. Godbro was down. Tries to make it a magical journey, not going to work out. ROCCAT secure another kill and an easy Baron. It was a minor threat from Huma, but it did not go anywhere.
But after that whole map reset, I actually really felt like Huma had such a great chance now to go back to play the game that worked for them early on in this game. Push the side lanes, create picks. You know, does Tabzz show up in the mid lane too far to push it out? Instant TP onto him with the Twisted Fate. Bard ulti towards him. You're forced to dash, then TP coming in from Twisted Fate, and then suddenly you at least force summoners from him, and he gives you then the Baron pressure. Just standing 5 mid, kind of waving at them, being like, oh, you guys are really strong in team fights. Well, I guess here we are.
Oopsie.
I guess we're going to the team fight.
Kudos to Airwaks, because the moment the opportunity has presented itself, he has body slam flash and found a target every single time.
Yeah, him and Betsy, again, it's been a story for ROCCAT. Both guys have had great games, all 3 games. This game here though, I really like what we saw from Huma in the early game. I love the standard lanes with the Bard and the Jhin.
Such good punish.
Again, the early dives, it's exactly how you want to play, be aggressive. But then it just fell completely apart. Like it seems like the shot calling in the mid game
was still be aggressive. Just
keep going, keep going.
Be aggressive, be aggressive. Werlyb will stun. Airwaks against the wall, continue to pick the fight. 3-on-2. Destiny's been used, and Godbro is delivering himself into Eigth. Airwaks is waiting hands. Gold Card locks him down. That's a kill. Taunt will hold Godbro in place, but the Tempered Fate will save Godbro's life for a few more seconds. Godbro gets out the wild cards. He's bumped over to the side. Another taunt from Freddy. They've traded 1-for-1. Jungler for mid lane. Kaas will get a stun onto Noxiak and Freddy.
And this again was a fight Huma could actually win, but remember they have no cleanses, no QSS, so Freddy is actually able to sit in the front line and
where is
everyone.
Tabzz? Tabzz is in trouble. The taunt manages to save Tabz's life. Freddy keeps him up. He was the last remaining damage.
This is heaven for Rammus. You're just sitting there, they cannot kill you, and no one can get out of your taunt. You just literally sit in that front line being like, oh, Jhin is there, taunt him, or TF is there, taunt him, Nidalee is there, taunt her. And there's no ways, again, because they haven't gone for QSS at all on this Jhin to stop it. No Mikhails either from the support, and like, this is a really good start from Huma. They get kill onto Airwaks. Look at Freddy just sitting here though. Alright, taunt on Godbro, so keep him in place, he's down. Good ulti coming in from Kaas, also saving Godbro in the end together with his hourglass. Then Freddy's back in the front line. Alright, taunt another guy. That's a kill on Godbro. I'm just gonna stay here. Oh, he's HolyPhoenix. Okay, he's flashing away. Next one. Anyone who wants to taunt?
Pretty convinced the taunt into Rudy saved Tabz's life.
He did.
Fortunately, we didn't get to see the end of that as ROCCAT grabbed their second dragon of the game. And ROCCAT, they haven't got supers yet, but they got the tower. They got a team fight. After Huma initiated it. Huma started that 4v2.
I like the start. you know, because ROCCAT were split up and they got to engage and kill Airwaks.
But then needed to back away?
Well,
Yeah,
you
tough.
can't really because you're just going to be perma-taunted. Like, there's so few ways for you to win fights at this point. With your comp and with your items. I mean, what is HolyPhoenix sitting on? He's on 500 gold right now, so he doesn't have enough for QSS yet, which means there's probably going to be another fight for ROCCAT right here. Betsy's not there. Betsy's bot lane.
Airwaks is in so much trouble.
Why is Betsy bot lane?
Second time around, Tempered Fate will not find any targets, but Noxiak is in trouble. Curtain call will be the curtain call for Tabzz. One more shot is all that's needed. He's being chased by Huma, but look at the base. Betsy's going for the inhibitor down bottom. Freddy's exposed an inhibitor up top.
I'm getting a heart attack here, man. Like, this is insane because ROCCAT again splitting out in the side lanes and allowing Huma to pick people off. They're pushing mid now.
The team fight comp is split pushing, and the split push comp is team fighting. We're in Wacko land. The inhibitors are going to survive as Godbro goes golden. Freddy down in the bottom of your screen will take out one more. Betsy finalizes a kill onto Godbro and picks up the inhibitor. There's a trade though. Huma have got 3 members of ROCCAT down.
Here. It's
and
only
going
Noxiak
for the Nexus.
Freddy's here as well, but it's only 2 weak guys defending. Can he stop it?
Huma have to pick this one up to stay alive in the best of 5. Freddy's got 4 members busy. Noxiak has no ultimate available, and Freddy's being
coming
shot
now.
down. Powerball to run away. Airwaks has managed to recall. Is coming to buy time. Explosive Kaas is there. It's a double kill for HolyPhoenix, and Huma are onto the Nexus turret. They've delayed the
that's
fight.
delaying it. That's
They've
not good.
stopped
That's
it
not good.
golden. This is not good for Huma.
Tabzz
Triple
coming.
kill for HolyPhoenix. One more challenger appears, and Tabzz will force him away for now. The minion wave has conga lined its way in.
Oh, the crit. He gets it.
For the
They took the
ace.
game.
Huma have won the game, and Huma are forcing a game 4.
I cannot believe that ROCCAT decided we are winning every team fight. Our comp can literally not lose a team fight at this point. Let us split up one more time, put our Corki in the side lane with no globals, of course, get engaged on in the mid lane by Huma, and then, yeah, you get an inhib. Who cares? They get your Nexus. Wow, I mean, it is ROCCAT from the LCS in many ways, but there was absolutely no reason to try and split push there. Like, at all. You could even wait for another Baron. Just keep playing as 5. And you are winning.
Yep.
Well played in the end by Huma. You know, they delayed a little bit with the bot ulti, but Tabzz respawn as the only one. And then HolyPhoenix with ulti. We talk about this Jhin late game, you know, critting.
Him. Yep.
Insane just takes him down, finish the game. Whew.
Dramatic finish to game 3. ROCCAT lose the
Making it
first in the
exciting.
series. And you know what? It was not clean, this game, from either team in any way, shape, or form. But it was hella interesting.
Entertaining.
Because
I mean, the comp from Huma was super entertaining to watch. And then all these team fights that suddenly happened. Watching a Rammus just like be able to taunt everyone because no one has the QSS.
well, Huma managed to pick up a win to keep this best of 5 alive. I can't wait to hear what the analyst desk have to say about that ending.